What's up guys, it's Eric Choi here. I just picked up my new project car from San Francisco. It is the 1991 Mercedes 190E.
Hold on. You guys must be thinking, what is a 190E? So here's some background story.
Good evening. The Middle East War produced developments all over the world today. The oil-producing countries of the Arab world decided to use their oil as a political weapon.
There was an announcement in Kuwait that prices for Arab oil were going up. A huge increase voted in an overnight meeting without even consulting Western buyers.
The year is 1973. The members of the Arab petroleum exporting countries, also known as OPEC, gathered in a smoke-filled boardroom in the Sheraton Hotel located in Kuwait City. There, they decided the fate of the Western world's economy by increasing the price of oil by 75% in retaliation for the Western support of Israel during the Yom Kippur War. This price increase eventually turned into a full-scale embargo, as the conflict persisted and the USA provided arms to Israel. The embargo sent the oil market into a shock, increasing gas prices by 400% and seeing Westerners waiting for hours to fill their gas-guzzling cars of the era. Instantly, smaller, affordable, and more fuel-efficient vehicles became wildly successful in the market. Additionally, American President Democrat Jimmy Carter imposed fuel efficiency standards that punished Americans who enjoyed standard-size engines. The compact car revolution was now in full swing, and Mercedes, who only had large-format vehicles at the time, was missing out on the action. Mercedes CEO Joachim Zahn, who had previously rejected compact cars for years, now knew if they didn't make a move soon, they would miss out on an opportunity to put drivers in a Mercedes Benz. This is the true story of one of the most successful and diverse car platforms of all time, with almost 1.9 million being produced between 1982 and 1993. The base price for a W201 2.6 in 1989 was approximately $32,000. This attainability drove the 190 into pop culture in the 1980s, appearing in music videos and blockbuster movies. 40 years later, it still feels like a relatively modern car and keeps up on the highway with ease. But perhaps the real beauty of the 190 is that it made the lifelong and once seemingly impossible goal of owning a Mercedes Benz a reality for the average hard-working family who can now achieve their dream of owning a real Mercedes.
This is gonna be a long project and I have a lot of idea I want to put in this. This ride I pick it up, rides and drives fine, but it needs a lot of work. First of all, it needs all new shocks. All the shocks are done. I'm not strong, that's just one hand. And the exterior needs a lot of touch up. Some surface rust here, some fading on the paint. Go for this car is the Evo Tube and a manual conversion, and also maybe a different engine in it. Let's check out the interior. This huge steering wheel is the first thing you have to get rid of it. Drives like a bus. Everything's simple, missing a radio, automatic. Obviously I want it to be manual, but it's very rare in North America to have manual version of it. A lot of people convert it, so that is something I have to look into and definitely something I can do. But the interior is in a really good condition. No rip or tears on the seats. The bolsters are nice. And it's really one thing, when I look for this car, one major thing I want is black interior, which is very hard to find. When you go online, you always see them. Black exterior is fine, it's not that hard to find. But interior, they always have beige or silver or brown, which is disgusting. No offense, but black on black looks a lot better and cleaner. Those chrome wheel is actually pretty sick, but the previous owner put a little bit too tall of a tire for it, so it's rubbing. The car has 174,000 miles. So the main thing I'm looking for is a body that's rust-free. The interior is good because interior is a lot of money to fix. I learned that from my wagon. From the E46 M3, I bought a gray one, a gray interior. Disaster. When you have to change everything inside the interior to black, you will be, it's not just the seats. You're looking for like little trims here, even here. Like all this has to be black. And it's really hard to find them in a complete set. And especially on the older car, they always crack. So having a black interior as a base is a must, and it makes your life so much easier. Yes, so this is a 6-cylinder 3.6 engine, 160 horsepower. I know this is boring, but maybe we want a V8 in it. Maybe, just maybe. Trunk, it's a huge trunk. I can fit 2 body in there. I'm just joking, but I can fit 2 of myself in here. This is huge. Oh, they give me some golf ball too. That's sweet. Let me know what you guys think. What should I modify? And what's the first thing I should do with it? And leave it in a comment, like and subscribe. Follow me the journey of the Mercedes 190E build. Well, let's get on a drive back to Los Angeles.